Welcome to a gentle 15-minute flow with a bit of a focus on self-care and preservation for the back. And we're going to start class by just becoming aware of our posture, rising up through the head up towards the ceiling, head over heart. And just for a brief moment we close our eyes, noticing this immediate shift of energy as we point our awareness a little bit more inwards. And we'll only be here for a moment, so simply notice what's going on in the mind and in the body together. And then we look down to the mat, blinking open the eyes and looking up. Welcome. So we start today's class in our tabletop pose, so you can make your way there however you'd like to meet. Hands underneath the elbows, underneath the shoulders, grounding down. Feel the heaviness in the palms to begin with. And we find some cat-cows. Inhale, raising the head, allowing the belly to sink to the mat. Exhale, finding a big, beautiful arch. Inhale, feeling the vertebrae move one by one. Exhaling, finding this arch. Just introducing some light fluid movement into the spine before we find some more stretchy poses. Inhaling in once more. Exhale, rounding. Beautiful. From here, we walk the hands forward, allowing the chest to sink heavy to the mat. Knees and hips still stacked upon each other. Finding our puppy pose. Allowing the chin to sink to the mat. Resting either the chin or the forehead down. Really leaning into what the body is calling for in this moment. And as our class will be quite gentle, you're welcome to close down the eyes in these postures. Really sensing where you're feeling the stretch, or keeping the eyes open, noticing the world around you. We're spending just a minute more in this posture before breathing in. Exhale, moving forward to the mat, lowering the pelvis down, finding our Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms planted on the mat, and this may be where you'd like to stay. If you want to introduce a bit more of a back bend in, engage the lower back muscles, feel that contraction. Inhale, breathing up, finding our Bhujangasana, very gently pushing into the spine. Holding here for a moment, breathing in, exhale, lowering down onto the mat. From here, the left hand comes in front of the body, bending the right leg, catching the inside of the right foot, pulling it down towards us, gazing back. Or again, if you want some more restorative pose, lean the head on the forearm, resting here, feeling the length come into the quadricep. Inhale in, exhale, support the leg, floating back. Right arm comes in front of the body, bending the left leg, pulling this ankle down towards you, trying to catch onto the ankle, not the foot if possible, providing a bit more safety for the joint. Breathing in, staying high, or exhaling, allowing the head once more to rest down on the mat. And while we find a bit of stillness in the pose, I invite you to notice, where is your mind? Is it in the future? In the past? Is it with yourself, or thinking about the community, the friends, the partners? And can you nudge it back to the present moment gently? Inhaling in. Exhale, release the left leg. Left arm floats to the mat. Pushing ourselves up. Toes together, knees wide, sinking down. Balasana, our child's pose. Trying to rest the hips and the heels down together. If this isn't incredibly comfortable, you can get a pillow, a blanket, placing it in between the heels and the hips, resting the head down towards the mat. Come back to the breath. Feel this movement of the belly on our thighs. An anchor. And then we find some length in the side body. Slowly and gently walk the hands over to the right hand side, off the mat. Left hand on top of right. Breathe into this length created. Vividly notice this sensation and anchor for the simple fact that you are aware of your awareness in this moment. Breathing in, walking the arms slowly and gently. There's no rush here. Right hand on top of left, sinking down once more. Allow yourself to be here fully. Maybe notice the hips resting, becoming a little bit more comfortable in this posture. Beautiful. Inhale, rising back through to our balasana. And there's no big transitions in this class. We find our restorative poses, coming back through our bhujangasana, resting, and then simply rolling onto our back, hugging the knees into the chest, either having the hands on the knees or wrapping the elbows around, rolling from side to side. And whilst you're here, see if you can offer yourself a little bit of acceptance, a little bit of kindness. You've taken a moment to care for your body and mind. This is beautiful. And then we find some stillness in our apanasana. Then slowly and gently, keeping the right leg hugged in, let the left leg fall to the mat, pulling that knee in a little bit further, feeling the stretch, bringing our mind here now. Noticing any sounds surrounding your little safe space that you're practicing in today. And then we're lengthening the right leg high up into the sky, holding onto the big toe or onto the hamstring. Whatever feels comfortable, listening to your body in this asana. coming into our Supta Padangusthasana, our lay down hand to foot pose. We stay here just for a moment, breathing in, releasing the right leg, bend the right knee, left hand comes to right knee, pulling the right knee down to the left hand side, gazing over to the right. Feeling this twist. A really restorative spine twist. As we inhale, we come through center. My right ankle comes onto my left knee, left foot floating off the mat, finding our supine pigeon. Right hand coming through the gap in the legs, holding on to my left knee. Gently pulling in, trying to keep the feet engaged, protecting the muscles, protecting the joints. Beautiful. Be present, relax. Breathing in. Exhale, allow the right leg to sweep off down towards the mat, pulling the left knee in towards the chest. A little bit more. Allow your thoughts to naturally wander, but trying to bring your awareness to them. We're not trying to fight anything here. We are just trying to watch and accept. We find length in the hamstring, breathing in, raising the leg to the sky, holding onto the hamstring or, again, onto the left big toe. Trying to keep this right leg connected to the mat, but if you need to bend the right leg, find a bit more of a restorative pose. Just listening to the body where you are. We take a moment breathing in. As we exhale, bend the left leg, right hand to left knee, pulling the left knee over to the right, gazing over to the left, finding our restorative spine twist on the other side, allowing yourself to be here completely fully, noticing if you feel this stretch in the outside of the left hip. Maybe it's more prominent in the lumbar spine. Noticing yourself completely fully. Breathing in, exhaling, coming through center. The left ankle is on my right knee. Left hand through the gap in the legs, holding on to that right knee, pulling yourself gently in our reclined pigeon pose, allowing the body to really open up, noticing the relationship between the hips and the back. They are completely intertwined on this journey of self-care. We spend just another moment here before finding our final asana, breathing in, exhaling. My left hand comes to the outside of my left foot. Right hand comes to the outside of my right foot. Soles of the feet facing the sky. Ananda Balasana. And I really invite you to have a little bit of a look at your toes. Ananda Balasana means happy baby. And the first time we did this, we'd have wiggled our toes with happiness, with joy at these little digits on the end of our feet. And what I invite you to do is really just notice them, appreciate them, because it is the same toes and the same mind that we have when we first recognize this incredible beauty of the body. Then from here, let's take a big breath in, feel the length. Exhaling, allowing the legs to fall heavy to the mat. Feet wider than the hips, palms facing upwards. Taking a well-deserved Shavasana. And it's really easy to skip this part of class thinking that the urgency of life is calling on us. But allow yourself just 2 minutes to fully be here, closing down the eyes. Together we take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink into the yoga mat. Feel the heaviness pulling you down. And rest here just for another moment. Noticing where the mind is. Are you considering your dreams or your fears? Both are natural. Get to know yourself. And then come back to the here and to the now. And then we can find some really soft, gentle movement in the fingers, in the toes, rolling the ankles. And for our final stretch of practice, bring the hands overhead, interlace the fingers, point the toes. Listen to the body say thank you. And then we roll over onto the side of the body, trying to keep the eyes closed, resting just for another moment. Listening to the sounds surrounding our space. Before leaning up, rising, pushing back into our seated posture we began our class in. Resting here. Gently looking to the mat. Blinking open the eyes. And looking up. Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening. I hope you really enjoyed this restorative flow and getting to know yourself, and take this energy that you've created on the mat into the world with you and share your spirit. Namaste.